Hello my lovelies, how are we all doing today? So I've just done this beautiful look. I'm getting bolder with my eyeshadow looks. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is what it looks like. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. So I'm going to just quickly run you through what eyeshadows I've used. So first of all, I went into my Colourpop in the Limelight eyeshadow palette. So we used the Almost Famous to start, just in the crease. I normally start off down here and then run it through the crease. Then I went in with Miami, so they just kind of blended into one another. And then I went into After Party, and then I went into Layout, which is this dark brown here. You can't really see the dark brown. Well, you can actually. Sorry, let's move the main. You can see it here. So that's all the eyeshadows from this palette, apart from the shade Star Power. I did try and use this in the inner corner. It didn't work out for me just because it's a satin and I really like a lot of shimmer in my inner corner. So I had to use that with something else, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, I have been using this for a good week, maybe over a week. It's the Urban Decay Moondust. Now, I know there's a lot of Moondust quads around, but this one is very old. It doesn't even say which version of it is. I think they only ever planned to do this. It was popular and they brought out the Moondust singles first, didn't they? And then they brought out the Moondust quads. I don't have any of the Urban Decay Moondust quads. The only single I've got is the shade Solstice, which I absolutely love. But anyway, this is what the palette looks like. I hit pan here recently, which I absolutely adore that I've hit pan. I didn't think I used that purple enough to hit pan. How many times can you say hit pan? Today, so I used this shade first. That one's called Galaxy. So that's what this blue is out here. I didn't want to go in too heavy with it because I knew that I wanted to use this light year one. But when you put them down like that, like this light year one looks like it's got more blue in. Like when you put it up like that, it's definitely green, like a really bold green here, but then it's got a bit of blue in, so I just thought I'd mix them. I've been doing that a lot with this palette, mixing the shades. I'm doing the No Pan Left Behind challenge as part of Project Pan, seeing how many eyeshadow palettes I can get through in the year. So I've been mixing eyeshadows and I've really been liking the looks that I've been creating. I'm going to be sharing with you probably tomorrow what eyeshadow palettes I've used this month, and we can talk about that in a different video. And then I'm going to pull out an eyeshadow palette to use this ongoing month and some more looks with that. That palette's going to be one of my new palettes. I have got several and I'm just so excited to be using a newer palette rather than older palettes. But it's always good to use your older makeup, right? When I say older makeup as well, I mean makeup that's been in your collection for a while. But I've done it now. I've used every single palette. I think five palettes. So that's it now, and we can go on and use a different palette from tomorrow onwards. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.